Well, it's Monday. You know what that means. It's time once again for another episode of LBN Mondays, the go-home edition to Summerslam. The only way to start your summer, just about to start right now. Welcome in everybody in the chat. Handsome, be wonderful man to Joe Wayo, Manchester Narwhal Frizzy. What a player that Frizzy boy is. A playmaker, you could call him. With fun on FIFA clubs this weekend. And of course,
hey fellas, I like beer. It's good for you.
I think I will before we get started. Just open up my mango logo. Thank you, HBW, for all the shut-ins, for all the advertisements. Let's waste a little time and get into it. We're 5 days out from Summerslam. So let's see what craziness happens tonight, shall we? Oh well, we were having fun for a minute there, but it looks like Pegasus is on his way to the ring to ruin all that. The sole general manager of Monday Night has got something to say, and here comes his pyro, no doubt. I don't think any of Dizzy's general managers can pyro. This is just over the top right here. Welcome in, Zach. Happy Monday, everybody. I was happy until Pegasus got here, but let's have a listen to what he has to say.
Hello, my precious little duelists. I mean, wrestling fans. Yes. Your benevolent host and maestro of mayhem, Maximilian Pegasus, is once again here to elevate this drab, dreary world of suplexes and sweat into something resembling art. And oh ho ho, what a delicious little mess we have brewing as we barrel toward this Saturday's grand occasion, TDTW Summerslam. The biggest party of the summer, the bloodiest banquet on the calendar, the perfect place to end careers and crush dreams. But before we discuss pain and punishment, we must talk business. You see, originally, this Saturday's Twitch title match was set to be a simple affair. That painted little pest, CJ Murren, was to battle the powerhouse Dwarfman. But last week, Dwarfman stormed into my office, stepping quite ferociously, I might add, for someone with such elevational disadvantages, and demanded the inclusion of Wout Weghorst. Well, you know me, my children. I'm a giver, a visionary, a titan of fairness and spectacle. And most importantly, I like to keep my Twitch champion happy. So, this Saturday, it shall be official. CJ Murren versus Wout Weghorst versus Dwarfman. For the Twitch championship. Triple the chaos. Triple the carnage. Triple the fun. Now then, let's talk about Chris Shameless, the Casanova Scotian. 2 wins in the Summer Series. Very nice. But not nice enough. Still, my inbox has been positively overflowing with whiny little messages like, "But, Mr. Pegasus, it's not fair. He deserved better. Why does Jacob Baker get in when Shameless did so well?" Do you want to know what I have to say about all that? Life is not fair. But, the board of directors, may their portfolios flourish, have strongly suggested I protect their precious investment and give their fancy draft pick a final opportunity. So fine, if I must. Tonight, in the main event, Chris Shameless will face a superstar of my choosing. If he wins, he enters the Summer Series finals. If he loses, he fades into irrelevance like so many of you in this crowd. Capiche? Now, there is one more matter. A nasty, grubby, unsolicited intrusion from last week. A man who, despite being suspended indefinitely, decided to climb my barricade, walk into my ring, and vomit up a manifesto of bitterness and entitlement. Miller. Oh, yes. I heard you, boy. Heard every cracked syllable. You're a stain, Max. You'll drag my body. You're gonna make me piss myself. Tsesk. You know, you didn't need to sneak through the shadows like some brooding attic rat. If it's a match you wanted, Miller, all you had to do was ask. You could have come to my office like a professional, knock gently, and I would have gladly granted you what you so clearly crave, a place on my Summerslam stage.
Oh, my dear sweet fool. You thought your match was with me? No, my little renegade. At SummerSlam, it will be Miller versus Wee Mark. No holds barred. No rules. No mercy. No way out. Let's see how much pain your anti-hero heart can withstand when my golden boy grinds it into the mat. Pegasus kneels beside the fallen Miller at the top of the ramp, smiling like a cat admiring a wounded mouse. It's time to play, Miller. And this time, you are the card.
Goodness. Yes, indeed, HBW. Yes, indeed. Well, confirmation. We've got a match set for SummerSlam this Saturday night. The Miller Wee Mark No Holds Barred. Oof, coming in hot. Welcome in Miller, welcome in Penguin Cat on this Raw.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the English Defense League from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 221 pounds, the Gladiator.
Oh man, I'll read anything on the auto cue, Kevin. Can't trust him. Here's another man you can't trust, the Gladiator Wolf. The English Defence League taking the Wildcat Empire out of the #1 contender tag team tournament. Thanks to a backstage attack, they're set to meet here. Wolfgang against the Wolf. Making his return after 2 weeks away to heal up from that vicious attack.
And his opponent, representing Wildcat Empire, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 328 pounds, Wolfgang!
The man from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, set to make his second in-ring appearance here on LBN Mondays. Looking to get a little bit of revenge for what happened in just a few weeks ago. How was everybody's weekend? Anyone do anything good for Father's Day? Looks like Abominator giving the really good conditioner today. I guess the horse stuff. Hopefully he's able to share that with them. Look at that, English Defence League fans in the crowd. That lad in the front row. Where'd he get all his money from? They're chin wrestling from these two big horses here. Wolf being tired over by Wolfgang. Commentator's nightmare this match. Hopefully we never get the other Wolfgang from Gallus, or we'll be in big trouble. But we are only a couple of weeks away now from the DLC. So very soon we'll be adding some rubbish NBA players to the roster. Will they get as over as the green FTR? I don't know. Once again, into the chain wrestling coming up tonight. We have got the conclusion of the #1 contender tag team tournament, the Frontier. Will they get a second crack at the whip? Or is it the Buffet Club's time to shine in the tag team division? We heard it from Pegasus a little while ago. Chris Sheamus the chance in tonight's main event to win his way in to that fatal four-way world title match. Can he do it? Now, this has been one for the fans of tactical wrestlers here. "15-minute headlocks." Yeah, it's a real purist. How's the screen quality for everybody? I tried to change it up a little bit tonight. I want to see if there's any spikes or anything weird going on, so let me know. Some chain wrestling is just what I needed after watching 4 hours of House of Torture, yeah. Damn it, the Egyptian did work on him. Ahmed set for action tonight. Wolf in complete control here, but that's the Abominator's music. And that is enough to distract Wolfgang to get the roll up, perhaps? No. Oh, out of nowhere, kind of jumping BFT there from Wolfgang. Does that have a name? Is it some kind of demon force trauma, perhaps? Or Wolfgang force trauma? Or big ginger Irishman force trauma? I don't know what you'd call it. But you need to have force trauma in there. The referee fixing that turnbuckle pad. Wolfgang going to work on the Wolf Man. The big bad wolf, if you will. Ooh, my. And a package fisherman driver there. Are you not so familiar with Wolfgang? Jumping cravat driver and the right cross punch is what he's looking for. Meanwhile, a sharpshooter locked in from Wolf. A bit of a submission specialist, if you will. Look at those big Irish legs of Wolfgang. Take a lot more than a sharpshooter to whiskey force trauma. I think I suffer from that every so often. Look at that. That release back suplex of Wolfgang. Wolfgang removing that turnbuckle. Perhaps he wants to get a bit of alone time with Wolf. Partial force trauma. I think we've all had that as well. Oh, but look out. Standing up for it now. Oh, scouted by the Wolfman. I thought he might have been on the comeback trail there, but Wolfgang never got back up. These two men trading punches to start things off with. I haven't heard anything negative about the stream quality yet, so I assume it's doing okay. As we head to the outside. Bit of back and forth, this one to start us off here tonight. Looks like Wolf's also been on the shiny hair products as well. Maybe he got that from Abominator's bag after he beat him up a couple of weeks ago. In and out. Hokey cookie from the Wolfman, but he can't pick up Wolfgang. Oh, referee nearly found himself in the wrong part of town. Looks good to me. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Unfortunately, I gotta head out and focus the stuff catcher did. Alright, well, thanks for dropping by, Miller. Wolfgang back in control here. Every time I say that, he loses it. Commentator's curse, you could say.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but ain't nobody want to lift this heavy ass weight.
Pile driver denied. As you can see, the sound alerts and the other exclamation point things are working again tonight. 3 elbows in a row, and what is this? Wolfgang calling for something, perhaps calling for the end of this match. The strength of this Irish behemoth. Lifting Wolf up. And missing with the elbow. Oh my goodness. It sent them high into the air. And now this could be the end. Watch out, referee. Oh my goodness, the right cross punch. They just have knocked out the Gladiator Wolf.
Here is your
Well, some measure of revenge for the Wildcat Empire. I've just been actually passed the note here. Let me read this. Oh my! Well, it's not going to end just there. This Saturday night at Summerslam on the main card, we are going to see the Wildcat Empire take on the English Defence League in an Extreme Rules Tornado tag match.
Yo, y'all know what time it is. Black flag.
What a match that'll be, eh?
Stay protected. Move real smooth. Know what I'm saying? Don't spare none. Let's go.
Hey, black flag all on my mic. I've been known to spend a lot like Bob.
Brought to you by Minute Maid. Yes, it is indeed.
Broke my kryptonite.
Now let's keep things moving, shall we?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Westbrook, Maine, Sophia Jackson.
We've got a prediction going for this one. Are we going to see a 7 count on the outside? As the lady who is the #1 contender for the LBN Women's Championship once again will take on Dolly. But this time Casey J is banned from ringside.
And her opponent from your darkest fears,
Wow. Last week Dolly picked up a big win over the #1 contender, but there was a little bit of an asterisk on that thanks to Casey J causing more than one distraction at ringside. Casey obviously still upset about what happened to her boys, as she said. She'll be happy that the English Defence League got a little bit of what was coming to them. Oh, look out. Right off the bat, Dolly. Trying to take control of the match, but we're going to go straight in. Some more chain wrestling. Just what the doctor ordered for HBW. With that lockup. First exchange won by Sophie Jackson. But look at this, Dolly. Stepping her back. The referee trying to get involved. Separating the two of them. Oh my goodness. Big right hook from Dolly. Sending Sophie Jackson careening into the ropes. And the crowd responding here. Oh, the Dolly fans in the chat. Any Sophie Jackson fans? Where's Dirk when you need him? Was he a Sophie Jackson fan or was he not? Back to chain wrestling. And the referee's head in the way. Hashtag let's go Dolly. All the Dolly fans. Other fans in the crowd there, but it's not looks of it. I love looking at the back of this referee's head, I'll tell you that much. Thank you, 2K. Finally, Dolly breaks out of it. Have to go into the corners. Maybe we should have done our 4 corners for this one. Maybe we'll do it for the next one. Dolly asking Sophie Jackson to get up. That's exactly what she does. Crafted guard. Goal up here. Only gets a 1. Sorry I'm late, but how's it going? Hell, we were just looking for you. People have been saying you're a big Sophie Jackson fan. I'm a big fan of the ref blocking my view at every possible opportunity. Look at that, double axe handle, get out of the way, ref, thank you. Just right in front of the hard camera, fantastic stuff. Approximately none of this match has been watchable. Oh, look at the ending here. Sophie Jackson elicits the ref to count, and count the ref does. Well, that is momentum for Sophie Jackson as we near SummerSlam. Oh, wait a minute! Kissy J! Candlestick in hand. For some reason, Kissy J does not like Sophie Jackson. And what a juxtaposition that is. Sophie Jackson downed, Kissy J standing over her. And that High School Music playing, my goodness. Well, there's our confirmation. We didn't get any 7 cut on the outside. My goodness. Well, we've seen a lot of these matches. Let me just confirm that for you. That finishing maneuver, now will want me to call it the Dead River Driver, is what did Dolly in. Unfortunately, was not able to string 2 wins together. Kissy J still very on edge after what happened to the Wildcat Empire. We're going to head backstage to a man that's not currently on the SummerSlam card, and his faction buddies here also not currently on the SummerSlam card. Can he maybe wangle a way in for them? Let's head backstage, because live with Clint Bobsky is the Lightseeker GSP.
LBN faithful, your Lightseeker returns. Not to boast, but to clarify. Last week, Omerta fell. We weren't outnumbered, we weren't jumped. We were beaten down by a group of thugs who chant patriotism but act like cowards. The English Defense League. You didn't prove dominance. You proved desperation. And yet, here I stand. Because Omerta doesn't scatter. We endure, we build. Let the world mock our recruitment. Let them laugh at the setbacks. But remember this. Movements aren't measured by easy victories. They're measured by what they become after the blood dries. Now, I want to speak on an old friend, the Miller. Maximilian Pegasus. You suspended this man because he scares you. Not because he broke rules, but because he won't play your game. You saw a fire you couldn't contain, so you tried to drown it. But fire doesn't die in darkness. It grows hungrier. So to you, Miller, welcome back, my brother. TDTW needs more voices that don't bow to tyrants. As for me, I don't yet have a match at SummerSlam. Maybe that's by design. Maybe Pegasus prefers to keep his threats off the card. But I won't sit in the shadows and wait to be noticed. So, this Saturday, I issue an open challenge. A 10-minute Ironman challenge. 10 minutes. As many falls as we can rack up. I want someone who thinks they can outlast me, outfight me, outshine me. So if you're feeling brave, if you're feeling froggy, then jump. But when you leap into the light, be ready to burn. Were it so easy.
Interesting. Very interesting. 10-minute Ironman match. Open challenge, and looks like GSP's not done. He's making his way out to the ring for a match, I guess.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Omerta from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Light Seeker, GSP.
Well, as promised, let's look for the number of corners. 0 to 1, 2 to 3, or 4. That good white buffalo. What the fuck happened to GSP? He's still cosplaying someone from Baldur's Gate. Hopefully not. Drugs will have to test it.
And his opponent from Damascus, Syria, weighing in at 270 pounds, Ridge Britton!
Wow, the gambler is here following disappointment in the LBN Summer Series. Ridge Britton unable to qualify for the Summerslam main event. He turns his attention tonight to the Light Seeker GSP. Alright lads, play nice in the comments. I'm sure this one will be the one that lasts more than a month. Well, here we go. We are set for Franco. Rage Britain versus GSP singles action here on LBN Mondays. I give it 2 days. All right. Thank you, Kevin. Now eat all your vegetables, or you're not getting any dessert. GSP backing up. There's Britain. This referee wants to see people fight. He's had enough of all this chain wrestling today. We have seen it in every match. Still to come tonight. DJ in action. after he went 3-0. A clean sweep in the summer series. He's got to be the early favourite to maybe win it all on Saturday night. Oh. Does that count as a corner? I don't think I can count that as a corner. He grabbed the rope beside it but didn't go into the corner. He might be going to the corner now. No. Firebomb instead. I'm not going to count that because it didn't touch the rope beside the corner but didn't actually touch the corner itself. Both lads head to the outside. I think if you double check your ticket there, Derp, you'll see that you're actually here for the cheeks. Referee up to 5. This could have been the one that went to 7. Not the last one. You don't have a ticket? Someone get this man out of here. GSP looking to end a run of poor results. Not too many victories recently for this young man. He did pick up one as part of his tag team with Omerta against the Pipe Man, I believe.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
But other than that, it's not been a good start to life on LBN Mondays for the Light Seeker. The man previously making his way right up the card seems to have dropped right down into a kind of mid-card obscurity at the moment. Needs to find something to get back on track. And a loss against Great Britain would not be it.
Give me that big dick, daddy!
Justin Reside into the pin. Happy Father's Day to you as well, manager. I was told to come and get people leaving when GSP came out. Oh my. Still no corners here. Well, speaking of that, there's one. Bottom left, and bottom left again. Oh, there it is, that big splash of Ridge Britain. Surprised he didn't try and follow it up with that strongman slam of his. Well, this episode not quite as chaotic as that Friday episode we had on Friday. What an episode. That was 2 dark matches as we get top left as well. So 0-1 is now gone, and there it is. I think he calls that the full house from the top rope, but rather than pinning GSP, Rage Britain still out here fighting. There's no pardon here on men. Into the pin. Oh my, GSP flipping closer to defeat here. Hopefully his Omerta brother Ahmed has better luck a little bit later on. Who's Ken Stone? There we go, Dragon Screw. This could be the opportunity for GSP now. I don't think that pin's going to do it. Well, it nearly did. What do I know, eh? Omerta part of that tag team match. Ooh, spins him round. GSP, that could be enough to pick up a victory here. Oh goodness, maybe not. Kicks out at 1. Oh, he's looking for it now. We've seen this before. The Seeker's headshot into the pin. Bridge Britain may be out. He is indeed. A huge win heading into this Saturday for GSP.
Here is your winner, the Light Seeker, GSP.
Ein Abschied geht auf die Fahrt mit raus. Im Herzen die Liebste, den Kompass im Blick. Und Gott weiß, wie kehren sie.
Has Strizzy signed up to the GSP Fan Club? Let me know what benefits you get from that. Well, still to come tonight in our main event, Chris Sheamus. One last chance to make it in to that fatal 4-way main event coming up this Saturday night. Currently, it looks like this Jacob Baker, Gazprom, DJ, and the LBN champion himself, hashtag Brezzy. Well, the time has come. We are going to head backstage and listen to a man that has something very important to say. Jacob Baker had quite the weekend to himself after that big win last week. There you go, that's what we need to put up for Jacob Baker. He's backstage with Perfect Percival Pride and his buddy Clint Bobsky. Let's listen in, shall we?
Yee-haw, baby! I done told you from the very beginning. I told y'all from day one, this ain't no fluke. Passionate. This ain't no gimmick. This right here is divine American destiny, brother. I done punched my ticket to Summerslam. Main event. Biggest party of the damn year. And when I get there, I'm not just gonna beat every other man in that match. I'm gonna beat every man, every woman, and every they, them that steps in my path. And when the dust settles, when the smoke clears, when the liberal tears have dried, I will be sitting atop that throne, crown on my head, title round my waist, King of LBN, baby.
And no one can fact check that, sweetheart.
Damn right, Percival. But of course, what does that crooked board of directors go and do? They hand out another shot to that spray-tan TikTok Casanova, that sensitive sausage roll, Chris Shameless. He lost twice, and they just gift wrap him a second chance like it's his birthday at Whole Foods. Where me and Percival come from, you don't get no second chance. You get laughed off the mat and handed a shovel.
Only trophy we got growing up was a bruise.
Exactly, brother. And don't get me wrong, I was this close to tossing our names in that ring just to make a point. But, let's just say we're both a little tender after this weekend's festivities. While most of the locker room was out there crying at the No Kings protest. Wow, monarchy is a construct. Wow, down with hierarchy. You know where we were?
Front row at the Trump birthday parade, baby.
Damn right we were. Cheering on the tanks, singing Lee Greenwood, blowing kisses to Tiffany Stratton, who, by the way,
gave me her number and her Snapchat.
The boys still got it. While Chris Shameless was trying to trend, we were celebrating America with Cody Rhodes, Tiff, and 100,000 proud patriots that believe in one thing and one thing only. That the times, they are a-changin'. We 5 days deep into the most seismic shift in TDTW history. The tremors started when I qualified. They'll end when I win the LBN World Championship. And when that title is around my waist, when the red, white, and blue reigns from sea to shining sea, only then will I fulfill my mission. Only then will I finish what I started. Only then will I make wrestling great again.
But every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags.
already. Thank you for that, Jacob Baker. Interested in House of Torture, and I don't think he means the faction.
Right about now, it's your boy, the word back again. DJ Manny.
So here comes a man that Jacob Baker will tell you is a notable gunner.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Maryland, weighing in at 237 pounds. Big Money DJ.
And I'll tell you, it's notable because he went 3 for 3 in the Summer Series. And as a result of that, he is in the main event of Summerslam for that LBN World title. Could this man be a multi-company world champion by the end of the week? Or maybe he may hold 0. Who knows? DJ is set for action. Oh, Lord.
And his opponent, representing Stars and Stripes from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 245 pounds, Perfect 10, Percy Price.
Wow, Perfect Percival Pride set for one-on-one action with DJ. DJ already has a win over Jacob Baker this month.
Every time we pull up, we don't care if you're mad. We cherish this land. The haters can't get buried in rags. They set fire to old glory, turning fabric to ash. But every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is a man with a
Now the Proud Patriots set to take on DJ. I'm more proud of DJ than I am of these boys, I'll tell you that much. And what a flurry to kick things off. Coffin drop. Please tell me that's it. Put this man out. I swear each year DJ's face gets more covered up. He's scared of all the surveillance. He doesn't want the FBI to know he's been gunning. Welcome in, Ethan. What time zone are you currently in? I saw Ethan the Butcher 2 huge matches last week. First against Onslaught. And then, well, I can't remember who it was on Friday night. Can't remember a lot from Friday night. Hey, look at that Jacob Baker already up. And interfering as only he can, removing one of those turnbuckles. Referee says, I'm having none of that. He's on it tonight. Boo Boo Kitty, welcome in. Boo Boo's the only man I like seeing on the right wing. That's for very different reasons. Oof. Look at that, DJ. This man is on quite the run. Everywhere I see DJ, he's just winning. Eastern Standard Time. I mean, that's the exact same time zone as me. Oh, look out! We're up to 6 already here. DJ could be looking to win this one by countout, could he? No, gets Triple P back in the ring. Jacob Baker being told off by the referee saying, stay out of it or I will eject you. Jacob Becker probably like that, to be honest. Ooh, Kamagoye. Leg hook by DJ. Only gets a 1. I was talking to a source backstage telling me that Triple T has a fanny pack full of all kinds of tinctures in the back. He's a real throwback to the 80s and the 90s. Oh my goodness, from out of nowhere, Superman punch. And DJ having to dig deep to kick out of that one. How's my day been? It's been pretty busy. Uh-oh. Oh no. Knee right in the face there. DJ in trouble. DJ defeated by Triple P.
Here is your winner, Perfect 10, Mercy Price.
Oh no. Things continue to get better for the Stars and Strikes. I'm starting to wonder, does Jacob Becker win it all this Saturday night? Yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the chat. Thanks for reminding me. Well, it's been a very lean couple of weeks for Babe Station Neil and his 1 minute preview. So we're going to keep going. The man is going to keep pushing through. So join me once again as we take a peek behind the curtain and enter the 1 minute preview with Babe Station Neil.
Oh yes, my beautiful degenerates, we're back. It's 1 minute preview, the hotline for lovers, loners, and the criminally handsome. You bring the dreams, I bring the deeply moisturized thighs. Let's see who's brave enough to step into Neil's naughty jungle tonight.
Hello. Is this where I go to speak with the man whose abs look like warm, melting marshmallow?
Well, well, well. Hello, gorgeous. You've clearly done your research. This is Babe Station Neil. Lover, fighter, once voted back hair most likely to be romantic in the LBN yearbook. Tell me your name, or should I just call you Mrs. Neil?
You may call me Nikki, or should I say, waifu for lifeu.
Nikki Vlad. The Nikki Vlad. The world waifu champion. The reason I exfoliate my elbows before every taping.
The same. I watch your little show every week, Neil. So sensual. So desperate. So tragically British. Tell me, do you always sweat this much when women call you?
Only when they've DDT'd their way into my heart. Nikki, this is a surprise, a dream, a slight medical emergency. What brings you to my sexy segment?
I just wanted to tell you, you left your moisturizer in my locker. Smelled like disappointment and Lynx Africa. Also, maybe next time you accidentally walk into my dressing room, you wear pants, yes?
That was for an angle. I was doing method acting, for the fans, for the art.
Next time, knock, or I break both legs.
Right. Romance. Dangerous and thrilling. Just how I like it. Thank you for calling, Nikki. You've made my entire life, and possibly ended it.
Goodbye, Neil. You're sweet, like a pudding that falls over before you eat it.
Right. Well, you saw it here, folks. Love hurts. Love threatens violence. But when the 5-time world waifu champion calls you pudding, you cancel all your plans for the rest of your life.
She remembered my smell.
That almost seemed positive this week. Goodness me. Is it starting to catch on, perhaps?
If I live, I will kill you. If I die, you are forgiven. Such is the rule of honor.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by the Lunatic Onslaught, representing Omega from Cairo, Egypt, weighing in at 228 pounds, Ahmed the
The team name is related to the Code of Silence from like the Mafia, I think. Code of Honor or something like that. I think Onslaught kind of came up with it, I'm not sure. But Ahmed's set for action. Oh, look at this swagger on this man after that call.
And his opponent, accompanied by Big Station Neil, representing the Pipeman from Asgard, weighing in at 228 pounds, and
we'll get a prediction going for this one. Does either manager throw a weapon in the ring? You can indeed, Ethan. But it's a good one. Well, here we go. We're looking for either manager to throw a weapon in the ring. Onslaught watching on as Ahmed set for singles action against Anda Amore. Not very often we see Anda in singles action. Often either tagging with Neil or in multi-man matches on main event. And looking to make it 2 for 2 for Omerta tonight. He seems to have made it 5 for 5 for chain wrestling. Is chain wrestling the new trading blows, I wonder? HBW doesn't mind, he enjoys it. Look at that, look at the torque. Is that a tap in there, or is he just clawing at that arm? Look at this. This is what I like to see. Look into my veins. Nothing torturous here. I'll guarantee it. That was an interesting crowd sign. We'll have to get some interesting crowd signs. Oh goodness. The Summerslam Fallout is going to be booked by Derp. God knows what that man's going to book. Oh, you have to say, since... Ooh, look at that. Hide on that.
Mamma mia!
Oh, Mamma Mia, indeed. Since Pegasus did take sole ownership of the general manager job, you do have to say that LBN Mondays does seem like the show at the moment. Some top talent here, some top matches. Jacob Becker, Tube Station Neil, Ahmed the Egyptian, all taking the EFED world by storm as of present. Don't get me started on top talents like Dolly, Kissy J, Sophie Jackson, Sophie May. A truly stacked women's division here. Uncle Dark going to do what Pegasus can't. Wow, there we go. Distraction from Beam Station Neil. Probably asking Ahmed some advice on how to get the ladies. And how to get that chiseled appearance. The low Pharaoh completely granite like a marble statue, this man. The ancient Greeks would have loved Ahmed. Oh my goodness. People nowadays would say it's unrealistic. Those statues, if they built statues to Ahmed. BSB could use some Beam Station advice. Maybe. Oh, look out, we're back in. Still no weapons in the ring, but look at that. Packed them and stacked them right there. And now look at that, look at the torque on the neck. Elongating it. Ahmed looking good value so far. Oh, but he walks right in. Got a springboard elbow. Up the Bratz rope now. And Mori, the postman, as Yuya calls him. Diving forearm smash there. Still to come, we've got the final of the tag tournament. And our Twitch champ Dwarfman is in action. Oh no. Ahmed in the wrong part of town. Hit to the end, the elbow. But he stays alive. And in the corner. Perhaps thinking of that running knee. This one finally poised. Elbow to the side to the kidneys almost there. Once again, and back of that corner thinking about it, but something changed his mind. This Saturday kicks off at 3 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Irish summer time, but look out. Look out, Ahmed. Oh, he does! That would have been it all over there. But despite getting out of the way, he finds himself still in trouble. And Mori relentless here. For a while, it seemed like Ahmed was going to be the next big thing. It hasn't really happened for him outside of the tag division. Ooh, but a win over Ahmed there. The breakout star could have changed all that. Came out of nowhere, and that could be the precursor to the end. Ahmed looking to lock in that camel clutch. But not enough to defeat Ahmed. Once again, Beam Station Neil Looking for pointers from the Egyptian. And Murray unable to take advantage of this as he is completely out there. And knee into the neck breaker. And that could be all she wrote for the Poet Laureate. Oh no, stays in it. Oh no! There it is! That's why they call him the Lou Blue Pharaoh. A lot of nut-based offense from the Egyptian. Oh no, for a second time he's going to look that camel clutch, but that foot under the ropes. Oh, it means that very briefly Panda survives, but it was only a very brief reprise for the man. Big win for the Omerta boys tonight. 2 from 2.
Amen.
And there were no weapons in the ring. Well, some momentum there for Omerta ahead of GSP's match. They started this Open Challenge. Who will answer that, I wonder? And then also next month, after SummerSlam, we are on the road to the Royal Rumble. What happens if all 3 members of Omerta get in there at the same time and start working together? One of them could be on their way to the main event of Legendary. Watch this space, folks. Watch this space. Wow. Vegas has mentioned it earlier, confirmed it. It's going to be the Dwarf Man versus White Deckers versus CJ Moon for the Twitch title. And the Dwarf Man demanded it, despite it putting him at a bit of a disadvantage. Very unhappy that he lost to White Vegas at the very start of this month. We've been attacking him pretty much every week ever since. But right now, set to go one-on-one with White Vegas' stablemate, the Inventor Sully. As you can see, White Vegas his shirt off, just in case.
Taxi from Ayrshire, Scotland, weighing in at 238 pounds, the innovator, Even O'Sullivan.
Joined as always by Masood Dolasso. So we have a fight watch. Is there any recent Netherlands matches? That's good there. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that, swooping there, bear hug. Dwarfman looking to have this one early. Yes, me. The strength of this man. When it comes pay-per-view time, this man seems to kick it up a gear. It often seems I think this man's a monster, and then on the Fallout stream the next Monday he takes a loss. And you're like, maybe he is human after all, but then this is what you normally see. Oof. But Sully powering out there. Out Bankhurst. Ready for action, as I said. Netherlands 8-0, 20 days, 2 goals, no assists. Prime fight watch. Stop padding. Wasn't it that time they played Gibraltar that he was on and they had like 36 shots and scored 1 goal? Look at that. Sully all of a sudden. Back at it. Looking for a submission of his own, probably not the best idea. You may notice Sully has that traditional Scottish hairstyle. Business in the front, party in the back. Sully's case, comb over in the front, party in the back. We're going to get 3 big men going at it this Saturday for the Twitch title. Dwarfman won the title in a triple threat, one hell of a triple threat. After he applied that devastating claw hold of his to young Lachlan, and I was about to say we might be too far from the finish here, but reversal from Sully, and Sully on the comeback trail now. Oh, he might be trying it once more, is it? And once more, Sully able to block it. Good scouting from Sully. Oh, from nowhere, a whippersnapper. Can the Scot pull off an upset here? Ooh, not quite. All of a sudden, the dwarf man once again may be in trouble. Uppercut from Sully. Trying to press home that advantage. Very smart. Sully never held a title here in the TDTW despite many opportunities. There he goes for the bitter end. That could do it. Oh my goodness me. That would have been a lot of momentum. Heading into this weekend, it might still be some momentum. Oh my goodness, the strength of the dwarf man to fight his way out of that. But could the damage be done here? He's going to try once more, is he? Oh my goodness, an alley-oop. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Wheelbarrow to face buster. And what's he got planned for that? Exposed turnbuckle, nothing. The referee's going to fix it up very quickly. Uh-oh. We've seen him do this before. Face first choke slam. A good job. Still, he isn't a pretty boy, because he wouldn't be pretty anymore. Starting to wonder if Sully's maybe missed his chance now. As the dwarf man setting up for the finale here, gets him up. And there it is, dwarf man slam, leg hooked away from the ropes. Sully in dreamland.
Here is your winner, Dwarf Man.
Could that be a sign of things to come this weekend? Which title defended in a triple threat? But be careful what you wish for, Dwarf Man. He doesn't have to be involved in the finish. Can't see him losing at the weekend. He doesn't have to lose. CJ Murren or Vout Vekhorst could lose, and Dwarf Man could lose the title because of it. Well, we've got 2 matches left on the card tonight. The final of the #1 contender tag team tournament. Who will go on and face the Men of Virtue this Saturday? And then does Chris Shameless grab the title opportunity and move on to the main event of SummerSlam? Let's get right into these 2 matches. Prediction up, we're looking for the number of tags.
The following contest is a tag team match set for 1 fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 491 pounds, Dundee John and Love Gun Laurie the Frontier.
Wow, looking to get a second bite off the cherry. Similar to the Danny Dojo over in the Wars on the Frontier. Looking mighty impressive. But so are their opponents. Never thought I'd see Wood in a match like this. Huh? Wasn't meant to be in it, but he picked up a surprise win and the Dwarf Man got very upset. So there you go. Oh my, it just got very moist in here.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 1,000, Big Andy and Giant Hall Stacks, the Buffet Club.
What a run. These gentlemen have been on, the gourmands of the LBN. I'm told that James Azaki isn't here tonight, so this truly is your chance to get to catering. I think I saw some prawn crackers still lying up. A little side of hummus. You never know. A little bit of rye bread. But don't let anyone tell you different. The Buffet Club have earned their right to be here. 2 big wins over much more fancied opposition. We're going to see Big Andy start things off with Love Gun Lowry. Firecrackers are great soakage, yes. If you're on the pipes on a Monday night. I'd be a bit worried about you, but oh, look at that. Here we go, this spot. Let's keep at it. Oh, that was nearly it. Nearly 0 tags. And a winner. The Frontier moving on, but I digress. Oh, dear Lord, look at that. These two giants have really came into their own, it's got to be said. Oh my God! Lowry might be concussed here. Just got slammed into the turnbuckle, hitting the pad of every rope on the way down. Frontier struggling early on. We've got to outlast the Storm. The longer this match goes on, the more I'd fancy the Frontier. The Buffet Club win it. They've got to win it early before the Frontier figures them out. Managed to get 3 plates of prime rib, baked potatoes, a tub of butter, and sour cream corn on the cob, a bowl of asparagus. Took it to my private locker room, and I got 3 gallons of Coke Zero. Yeah, these lads prefer the Diet Coke to the Coke Zero. Tag made, there we go. Dundee John's going to have a crack at taking down Big Andy, and well, that may suggest that he's found a way to do it. But now would be the optimum time for Big Andy to get out of here, and he does duly acknowledge that. Now it's up to Dundee John to try and cut down the big tree trunk that is giant hall stacks. Somebody out on the shrimp. Yeah, one of these two lads probably. It wasn't me. I can tell you that much. Into that corner. Are they going to practice cutting the ring in half as they have done on many an occasion? Off the big man, can't get him off the ground. But this good tandem offense. Maybe they subscribe to the Big Pete school of tag teamery. And what about Big Pete? That man was not well on Friday night. Looked completely out of it. Under the pin here. But that means give him one more chance this Wednesday. Clean his act up. Thinking of having a crowd royal or something. I'm too Irish to know what that means, Omnis. You'll have to tell me. Look at that. Ionian grip. Instantly magma. I was about to say finally Dundee John gets out of there, but unable to carry Funk forever. I agree. Oh, some Buffet Club fans in the crowd. Don't forget you can get your Buffet Club shirt at LBNshop.com before we get the cease and desist from New Japan. Murray can't take the big man down. There's it. Did I get that last time? I think I did. The mixed potatoes and corn cob with crawdads or shrimp and broiler. Very nice. Well, the worrying thing about these constant tags by the big men is that they could head up top for that double team move if there's any chance. Pat Kevin knows means the Irish issues could work. Kevin might just be a seafood connoisseur, more so than me. But look out. He's burned. His interference. The Scottish Stunner on Big Andy. The Frontier to head to SummerSlam to challenge for those titles. The referee in. And that does it. Impressive stuff.
Here are your winners. and Love God, Laurie, the Frontier.
Well, the result was 8 tags. It was a bridge too far for the Buffet Club. But what it does mean is this Saturday night we are going to run it back. Well, as always, we're looking for who wins. Pegasus picking the opponent for Chris Shameless. Who will he choose? Oh my!
his opponent, representing the Frontier, from Beirut, Lebanon, weighing in at 256 pounds, the LBN World Champion, #Bressy.
Well, if he wants to become LBN World Champion, he's going to have to beat this man anyway. If he wants to get into that match, he's going to have to beat this man. Huge match. And of course, #Bressy isn't going to want anybody else added to that match, so he's got a big incentive to win. Very smart from Maximilian Pegasus here, and here we go, locking up. This is our main event of the evening. And look at that referee once again. He says, let these boys fight. And that's what we're going to do. Chris Shameless starting off hot here, big belly to belly. Well, if there's anyone you want me to wait out to, now would be the time to get your channel points spent. Otherwise, we'll find someone good after this match. Clocking in at an hour 38 so far. Not a bad for a Monday. Yo-Yo Live. Well, I hear Joe Biden is going to become his world champion later tonight. That'll put some butts in the seats. Look out. Bressy. Sad Giants man is cleaning his room. Oh, look at that! Bressy up top, surely he's not looking for it already. Oh my goodness me, I've never seen an elbow drop like that in my life before. And that nearly was curtains for Chris Shameless's chance at that fatal four-way. Bressy once again, that high octane all action style of his, looking for a anaconda vice. I remember that move used to be OP, but I can't remember why. Up goes Bressy, down goes Bressy. What a huge win this would be for Chris Shameless. What a massive loss of momentum it would be for #Bressy, who defended this title just a few weeks ago live on the show. Did have that match won before Pegasus intervened, but then Miller ensured it was a fair outcome, and Bressy able to get the job done against Wee Mark. But the monkey's paw curled, and now we get Wee Mark against Miller. A match I'm sure Miller had his eye on since he got here, but there's the punt kick from Chris Shameless, a bit of a signature maneuver of his, pointed up to the skies. Is Chris Shameless starting to believe here that he can do this, that he can make it a fatal five-way? He's going to try it again. How many times is he going to kick poor old Bressy in the head? This man's got some business to do in the morning. Make him tap, it says. Both these men very good with submissions. Bressy smartly getting to the rope there. Oh no. He's going to try kick him again. Oh, he is not. Oh my goodness. The heel to the back of the head of Bressy. Chris Shameless for the main event of SummerSlam. Ooh. As the sign said, it was that close. But he's going to lock it in now. The anchor. Straight in the middle. Brazzy struggling. Is he going to be forced to tap out? No. Chris Shameless had to release the hold. Oof, now elbows him in the ass. The fans getting behind Chris Shameless here. Can he do it? Up again. Who's Brazzy? Come out to dry. Shameless to the top rope. Massive elbow drop right to the head of Brazzy. Hooks the leg. This could do it. It does. Well, I'll be damned.
Ladies man, Chris Shameless.
Enjoy your dinner, Manda Joe. Enjoy your points, everyone. But put some money on Chris Shameless. That means we've got to update the card. This Saturday, the main event of SummerSlam. Hashtag Brazzy now must defend his LBN World Championship in a fatal 5-way elimination match against DJ, Jacob Baker, Gazprom, and now the Casanova Scotian Chris Shameless. My goodness. Well, before we leave you, let's take a quick look. And there's 8 tags as well. Let's take a quick look at everything that happened on the card tonight. Wolfgang got one over Wolf just before the two teams meet this Saturday. Sophie Jackson here, sharp work at Dolly, unfortunately for her. And she builds some momentum despite getting attacked by a candlestick from Casey J. The Lightseeker GSP got back in the win column. Taking to the Gambler, Reg Britain. DJ ran into a bit of trouble for the first time this month. Perfect personal pride from out of nowhere. Was able to defeat him. Does that bode well for Jacob Baker? Then Ahmed continued the good vibes for Omerta. He was able to pick up a huge win over the Poet Laureate and Amore Dwarfman. He's focused, he's locked in. And he could well still be your Twitch champion this time next week. The Frontier were able to get the job done dug deep. We're going to run it back on Saturday. Frontier versus Men of Virtue. And then the main event, the LBN World Champion Bell. For the great Chris Shameless. Is he about to kickstart his world title ambitions here on the LBN? Well, thank you very much, everybody, for sticking with us for 1 hour 45. A very easy 1 hour 45, I'm sure. Don't forget, tomorrow, Frizzy returns. And then Wednesday, right before me, Kevin O'Meister will surely be in charge of another great episode of ICW. We're going to read out right now someone in the same category as us. The World of Wrestling Interactive Network presents Friday Night Showdown. Well, it's not Friday night, but Cal Elf Awesome is who we're going to join. Go and send him my love. Spam a few fellow Yelmans and Woods, and we'll see you right back here this Wednesday for the Go Home edition of the Warzone. And trust me, it's one you're not going to miss, or going to want to miss either. Every day is Friday if you're brave enough. I wish it was. It's not, but oh well. Thank you, much love, and good night, baby.